Hey guys, John Madden, YouGoProBaseball.com, and I've had the website for about 5 years now. So for those guys who were with me since the beginning, you know we've came a long way from the old dark videos and the old camera I used to have. But since then, or since the beginning, I've had the opportunity to interview 3 major league pitchers. 2 of them this year are in the All-Star game. Coincidence? I'll let you be the judge of that. But one of them was Jason Grilli, who is the closer for the Pirates this year, and he is killing it out there. He's leading the league in saves, I believe, and just dominating hitters all around. And I don't even have a video clip of this. I just found an audio clip of it. This interview was over 4 years ago that we did this. And Jason was kind of just floating around. He wasn't really, you know, he was year to year with some teams and kind of was in the middle relief and was just kind of, you know, just floating there in his career. But when you listen to the interview, which is crazy, in his head, his mindset was a whole nother step ahead. And you're gonna hear it when I play this audio clip here in a second. But he took it was a true belief. You can hear in the way he's talking that he really believes where he wants to be, and he knows he can get there. And look at him, 4 years later, he's in the All-Star game. So it's kind of like he set his bar up here, and he made his physical career and his physical aspect of his world catch up to what he truly believed in his mind. Now, I don't want you to think it was a mental thing, like he said, oh, I'm going to be here, and this is how it happened. There was a lot of hard work involved, I guarantee that. But it started out with a true belief in his head to where he knew he deserved to be as a person and as a pitcher. And it's so great to see that he's made it, and his dream has, you know, he's caught up to where he wanted to be. And if I know Jason, he's going to take, you know, where he was, where he got to, and now he's going to take this and step it up another notch, because I know his mindset and I know where he's at. But I'm so happy for him, and I want you guys to listen to the interview because I think it's really cool to see where he's came from to where he's at now. So congratulations, Jason.
All right, here we go. I think we got Jason on the phone. Let's see if this is him. Hello.
John.
Hey, Jason, what's up? How's it going?
All right, man. How are you?
Good, good. We're live here on the Ustream and on the website with the folks here, and we were just giving away some stuff. I told them you were going to be calling in around 8 o'clock, and we're happy to have you here.
Awesome, man. Thanks for having me on, man. Glad to be one of your first guests on the show, and just an exciting time of year with the holidays, and baseball season still being discussed and is in the air.
Yeah, well, you know, I think a lot of the parents and the players and you know, even us, you know, just the baseball people of the world, you know, there's never an end to the season.
No, it's a full-time job, and you eat, sleep, and drink it, and there really isn't an off-season. I think maybe about 3 weeks when you get home, and that's spent packing and unpacking and repacking and getting rid of stuff from last year or previous, right?
Definitely a year-round sport. So tell us a little bit about how you know, about your career. I was telling them a little bit before that you've played all over the place. Got to play in the World Baseball Classic. You know, played with many different teams, and now just signed with the Indians, right?
Yeah. When Indians signed as a free agent, I've been well traveled, I guess, but I'm still wanted, which is great. And I'll go anywhere and play for you. I'm hoping that one team will give me the real, true opportunity that I'm looking for. I thought Colorado was going to be a landing spot for me for quite some time. I worked my way to the back of the bullpen there. After being in middle relief, forced in the middle relief by the Tigers, had I been a starter, which I've been pretty much coming up my whole life as a starter, I was pigeonholed into middle relief, and I got stuck in that role for a while because I was doing a pretty darn good job of it. And I just said, oh, now if I'm stuck in the bullpen, I want to be in a more glamorous role. I'm holding runners in the middle of the game. Why can't I do it at the end? You know, so I had good success right there. Got into the back end of the bullpen, and nonetheless was traded again mid-season to Texas. Did well for them there prior to my little spout on the DL with tendonitis. A short stint there, recovered from that, came back, and they hardly pitched me because they were trying to see some of their younger cats that they're bringing up. They have a lot of talent there, and a few guys, Nippert, Doug Mathis, and you know, that talent for that. The guy hits 100, so they definitely have some young, strong arms, and they told me point blank, you know, in this economy, they didn't want to have to pay me and subject me to being arbitration eligible again, so they cut me due to money, and you know, that's what kind of let me become a free agent, and signed a split contract with Cleveland after narrowing it down from 8 other teams, you know, 8 teams in total, I should say. So I'm real happy with the choice. But yeah, I got to play in the World Baseball Classic for Italy for the second time. That was phenomenal. What a great venue, and they kick off the baseball. I know it prolonged the season quite a bit, but it was a great commercial for baseball to kickstart the year, and playing that again, it's always fun. Definitely a highlight of my season last year.
Well, that's great to hear. You know, I'm glad that you're, you know, going to be able to play again. We enjoy watching you. You know, even though, you know, I'm a player myself, I still like to tune in and catch you whenever I can. You know, see what the big guys are doing up there, and you know, trying to make it up there myself. But I got a few questions from the viewers. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you, and then I have a couple myself.
Absolutely. That's far away. Get these questions answered.
Michael Ray wants to know how you learned to handle the mental game of self-control.
Well, the mental game is really the whole game, in my opinion. You can sit there and what Yogi Berra is saying. Half of the game is 90% mental, something like that. You definitely have to have a strong mindset, especially, you know, baseball is an adverse game. And if you can't figure out the puzzles and calm your nerves, focusing on making a pitch, or if you're a hitter, you're playing an attack at the plate, how you're approaching the guy you're facing, and what count is being dictated to a certain situation. You know, you have to think the game. I think, you know it, John, when you let the game go too fast on you, which it can, and you don't let yourself think. And if you can slow baseball down, it's really, the saying is slow baseball down, but it's really your mind, because baseball is a mind game. People who don't understand that, you know, it's a chess match going on out there. They don't understand baseball, and that's why a lot of people who think it's boring, they don't understand what goes on in between the lines during the game. So I think it's just mastering and knowing yourself the best. I think that's the way you can attack the mental side of the game the best.
Yeah, I think that's, you know, that was a problem of mine. I had, you know, coming up playing, was trying to slow everything down. I always heard everyone say, slow it down, slow it down. I was like, I don't know what that means. But when you really figure it out, once you do figure it out, the game becomes so much easier. And really just learning how to do that, it takes time. It takes years. I know it took me years, and it doesn't just happen overnight. This is not something that you can, you know, learn from an instructor or something. This is something that you have to learn as a person and as a player, just how to slow everything down and you know, mentally taking everything that's around. I mean, you got fans screaming at you. You've got, you know, guys throwing as hard as they can, trying to strike you out, or if you're a pitcher, they're trying to hit a home run off of you. You know, so it's definitely
absolutely. I mean, my playing debut in Detroit, 50,000 people, hometown fans booing me, and I had to go out there and try to give my all, even despite that. So, you know, it's baseball, especially in the big league level. You know, it's a big boy sport. It's a big boy game, and if you can't handle it, you know, they say, as the saying goes, it's tough to make it there, but it's even tougher to stay there. And, I've had my load of bumps and bruises and two elbow surgeries, but, I just kind of try to look myself in the mirror and say, this is something I want to commit my life to, try to make a living and a career out of it, and, figure it out, or otherwise you're going to be doing something else pretty fast. So, lucky for me, my road has been a gravel road, even being a fourth pick overall for the Giants back in '97. Would I ever imagine my career where it is today? No. Would I trade it? Yes and no in some cases, but no in the sense that I know that the adversity has made me a stronger person, and dealing with anything, not just on the baseball field, but in life in general. And, you just have to appreciate that. And, I just look at it like it's a big puzzle, and I like the challenge. I think that's why I've enjoyed and thrived on my inherited runners percentage the most, being a relief pitcher.
And that's a big part of being a relief pitcher, huh? Not letting those runs in, especially when you come in and see how happy that guy is when you didn't let his runs in.
Absolutely, man. Again, going on from the other side, being a starting pitcher and going to the relief role, I knew exactly how that guy felt. So I think my overall career percentage is somewhere in the 68 to 70 percentile of inherited runners held on base and did not score. So I'm pretty happy with that percentage, and it means I'm definitely doing my job. Like I said, I just want to get that same percentage and move it to the back. Either the 8th or 9th inning would be fantastic. I'll even take the 7th inning just to be a back end of a bullpen guy. But I still have a feeling I can start too. So, at 33, I just turned 33 years young. I think I'm still, going to go into spring training, and I want more. I want more out of my career, and I'm just going full throttle. So I just encourage those people who have that dream. I mean, you got to be relentless. You think you want it bad, you got to want it even worse than what you think you do. So, it's always been that. That's been my message to youngsters and guys in the minors. What does it take? It takes a lot of luck, a lot of pitching better, being at the right place at the right time. There's so many different variables, So, obviously, first-round picks get first dibs and first opportunities because the money's invested in them. So, there's a lot of things that come to pass. So, but the road is long, the road is fun and challenging. So just hold on tight.
Nice. I got one other question from a viewer. It's why did he choose not to go to the Yankees but didn't sign? I don't know when that is. Was that out of high school or something?
Yeah, that was back in high school. I got drafted in '94 at age 17. I think that was, there were two reasons. They were doing me as a draft and follow. Then they picked me up in the 24th round. They were going to give me, possibly 3rd to 5th round money. I think the offer was somewhere where they were talking about $100,000 to sign. At 17, I didn't feel I was ready. I was a skinny, angel hair, pasta, wet noodle. I was 160 pounds in high school, my senior year in high school, even though I could sling the ball. I just felt I needed a little bit more maturing, me personally. I really wanted to go play D1s, at school, to play baseball at school and get some of my education out of the way. And I had a full ride to Seton Hall, which at that time was about $100,000 for a full ride there. So I said, if I'm getting drafted now, I might as well wait as long as I stay healthy, stick my nose to the grindstone. I should have another opportunity. So I took that chance, and it paid off greatly, going from the 24th round pick to the 1st round pick. So
that definitely paid off. And how much did hard work play in that?
Well, it's, like I said, my focus was in college. There's a lot of distractions in college. To go hang out, party, join a fraternity, not do your work and horse around. But my whole focus, there wasn't a lot of time for much else. In my opinion, I wanted to be a good student because if baseball didn't work out, I wanted to have my backup plan in place. And believe it or not, I just currently signed up for another class at Lemoyne College because Seton Hall was not willing to help me earn my degree from the school I spent the most time on. that's a whole other show for you, man.
Well,
But you know, like I said, I'm 27 credits short of my marketing degree. That was going to be my passion if baseball didn't work out. But I always had a plan B, and I still do today. But you know, that was pretty much the choice I felt. I just didn't feel I was ready for the buses and the long travel and, you know, living life on the road on a little bit of meal money, $8 a day or whatever the heck they give you, $20 a day. You can't really eat. And I still enjoyed, you know, the home cooking and the college life. And, you know, like I said, it paid off to be a better choice for me.
well, yeah, it definitely did, and you know, we're happy to see you doing what you're doing. But you mentioned going to school for marketing, and someone wrote in earlier, Jason Grilli is a Twitter master, and I know you a little bit more than just from this phone conversation, and I know that you've got some you know, some marketing stuff in your back pocket, and we've talked about it a little bit. What makes you a Twitter master?
Well, you know what, I'm learning this. I have to give some credit due to C.J. Wilson, one of my ex-teammates here. I was dabbling in it, and I asked him a few questions, and once he showed me a couple of tricks of just really how to do it, especially on my cell phone, it just became addictive. You know, we're as athletes, we're addictive and compulsive people, and I just wanted to master it, and I know the power of it. I had a fun run with it, just with which team I was signing with. I had a lot of my followers guessing which team and surmising, and I had some pretty inquisitive people who were narrowing it down. I even took a picture of my contract, and a woman who was a director in the front office of baseball operations for the Indians, I took a picture, and trying to be very discreet, I made sure that the picture didn't include anybody's name or no logos and stuff like that, just my signature. But somebody caught a part of the director of baseball and figured out, dwindled it down to a couple teams, and a couple people got it right. So I was laughing. I was like, oh my God, what did I put on there? But, you know, definitely Twitter and all this social media stuff is something that I think everybody, if they can figure out some good information, valuable information to share with people, not just to socialize. You know, there's so much information out there, and it's a great way for me to connect with some of the fans who do follow me on that level. There's fans and people who have reached out to me because they're interested in business. Like I said, I'm passionate about the business, and you know, if I can use my platform to help people. I mean, the economy's going bad. I don't believe in corporate America anymore, like everybody else is finding out today that people are losing jobs. There's a serious need for a different trend taking place, and online, I think people are seeking that. You know, you yourself, John, are doing you go pro baseball. I think that's wonderful because, you know, everybody's got to have a plan B. There's no really one working for one person anymore. So I'm taking, you know, the baseball team with my Perfect Pitch marketing group, and I'm developing a couple websites that promote my voice over IP video phone stuff. I'm doing stuff for some celebrities, some charities, to help out some good causes. I'm also trying to teach people the importance of, you know, social internet marketing. Trying to become a guru and a master at that. And you know, just in the short time I have, if people are calling me and saying I'm a Twitter guru, then I'm happy to take that title because you know, that's saying something for somebody who's still, I consider myself an amateur. I'm learning quite a bit about it, and among other things, but I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Well, it's definitely fun. I think marketing to me is kind of like baseball a little bit. It's kind of a game, and you know, you've got a task at hand that you're trying to, you know, get everyone to see your stuff out. You know, especially even just promoting for the show. I was like, man, you know, all these social networks and video and all this stuff, I was a little overwhelmed. But I would love to talk more with you about this stuff. You know.
Oh, yeah, I can definitely share it. Like I said, like a good teammate, that's all I want to be. Anybody that sees my stuff, I say, listen, I'm not here to be anybody's boss. I want to be a good teammate on and off the field. I think that's what baseball teaches us, you know, John. And we all have that passion, and if we can put that into to a business model. There's certain things that I'm good at. Well, that's why I'm a pitcher. I'm a specialist at that. As well as in marketing, there's certain aspects that I have limitations, and I seek the network that I do have. I've reached out to some great people who have helped me tremendously along the way, and I've learned from them. So I'm out there just trying to share that knowledge, point them in the right direction, and hopefully have a good platform here. Like I said, my 2 websites are being constructed. I've had some technical difficulties at jasongrilli.com and at perfectpitchmarketing.net, which has got a serious undertaking to redo. But they're out there. People can check me out, and we're getting it going, man. So I'm just appreciative of you letting me share that, plug that, and talk a little baseball here in the dead of winter.
No, that's great. Thank you for coming on the show. It was great talking to you, and anytime you want to call in and talk, we're going to try to do these every Wednesday at 7:30. I might bump it back to 8, though, because I was thinking about the California people, man. I'm cutting them out. They got to come in at like 4 o'clock. So
that's all right. Well, maybe they got to get the replay. I guess they got the maybe get so many followers, you get a syndicated show.
There you go.
They replay them. But I wish you the best of luck, the best of success, and I do appreciate you having me on, John. And I know I'll run into you sometime down here in Orlando, Florida again.
Hey, Jason, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you calling in, and I'll talk to you later, all right, buddy?
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thanks, you too.